I love the title of this game, Cup the Crab. I think it's written such a weird way on this box.
Other places it clearly reads Cup the Crab, but the front I would not have guessed that.
CC your pab. Anyway, this is a game
Do
about
what I want to my pab, whatever I please.
your
Thank
crab.
you.
Your hermit crab wants a bunch of cups on the beach and is collecting them. This is a game in which you're trying to collect a bunch of cups, but it's kind of a not push your luck, but more of a game of chicken. Who's going to go first? I'll show you. In Cup the Crab, there is a pile of cards that are various numbers here in this, from 1 to 10. And 14 of these cards will be given to each player. Each player is also going to get some crab cards, some octopus cards, and some bottle cards. The game takes place over 7 rounds, and at the beginning of each round, you're going to go through your hand, and you're going to pick 3 cards. It could be any cards, it could be the number cards, what have you. And then, one after another, players are going to play these cards. You can start a new stack here, and so I can add to a stack that's already out there. But there are some rules. Once there is a bottle on a stack, nothing else can happen unless somebody plays an octopus on it. Then they'll take those and keep these cards for scoring. And a crab on a stack will also take those cards for scoring. And you're going to keep taking these. You're trying to win the things with crabs and octopuses. But remember, you only have 3 crabs and 2 octopuses for the entire game. So after 7 rounds, whoever has the most points is the winner of the game. Mandu Games does games that are pretty good quality. The card quality is great. The art's great. I like how this looks a lot. I have one weird big problem with this game, though. I like it, by the way. But one weird problem with this game is that they're very distinct at the beginning. They give everyone 2 bottles and 2 octopuses and 3 crabs or whatever it is. And then random 14 other cards. When they could have easily just color-coded the cards and given everyone the same set.
Yeah, you're green. Here's blue. Here's because and from your stack, your stack from your set, you choose a certain number of cards each round anyway.
Right.
And so it's all player choice driven. So yeah, it would have been very different, right? If you have 1 through 12 plus those scoring condition cards, right, or the scoring trigger cards.
It's a little weird. I mean, because what's with the randomness of the cards? You draw a bunch of high, I draw a bunch of low. That doesn't necessarily mean it's worse for me or better for you, but it makes it a weird flow. And if everyone had the same thing, I think it would just flow better, and it would also be easier to set up and hand out.
Yeah, just a bit. But and despite that, like you said, it's not a huge point. It does feel odd whenever you have a hand of huge number of cards, and you go, well, I'm going to be very popular with the player right after me.
Right, and I guess that's more of the problem, right? The person after you has an advantage. But I do like it. There's a decent amount of these games out there, not as many as you might think, where that whole playing a card, but here you're building up each pile, and I'm setting this up. I put a bottle on this pile. Does Chris have a squid in his hand?
Blammo!
Yeah,
right?
and those moments are hilarious.
I think that's the thing, is that it doesn't take itself too seriously. The game's called Cup the Crab, for one thing. 2, it has that funny art and the humor is there. But 3, also mechanically, it's a funny game. And I think that's kind of hard to pull off more than people realize, that, there's that mechanism I tend to not enjoy in games where, like, this pile scores once its 5th card is played on there. Well, no one's going to play the 4th card, right? It's kind of close to that. As you keep playing more cards on there, you're like, someone's going to score this at some point. But the fact that no one might have taken a crab into their hand to score a pile, at some point everyone goes, who's taking it? Oh, none of us, right? That's funny. That's a good moment of humor in a game like this.
What would you give it?
I'd give this one a 7. I recommend it. I think that if you can find it, and if you want that type of humor in your game, then I think that this one's a winner.
I agree. This one's also 7. I would give it a higher score, like if they would just hand out the red cards to one person, the purple to another. I think that would have made it better. But I do like it, and there's some weird things that can happen, like 2 bottles are out there and no one took an octopus. So now we're playing a weird game, but that ebb and flow actually works in the game's favor.
Agreed.
That's Cup the Crab.